And we begin tonight with unrest across the country. Protesters took to the streets in cities big and small, including right here in D.C., demanding justice for 37-year-old Renee Good and opposing the surge of federal immigration agents. Thank you for staying up with us tonight. I'm Lorenzo Hall.
I'm Leslie Foster. Good was shot and killed by an ICE agent in Minneapolis during an immigration enforcement operation, and all of it was caught on camera.
Yeah, the Trump administration claims Good used her car as a weapon and that agents acted in self-defense. State and local officials say that is not true. As of tonight, the investigation is being led exclusively by the FBI, a decision raising concerns about transparency.
She was an innocent victim of a pseudo police force that was out of control.
It is unacceptable that our government comes in and takes people off the streets.
We have our kids here because it's important that we remind them that showing up is how change happens.
D.C., our Randy Hildreth attended a vigil in Southeast tonight where protesters vowed to turn pain into purpose.
It's a rapid response guide for communities in moments of crisis or uncertainty. It breaks down how to navigate the new normal so that people feel empowered but safe.
It's very unfortunate that we've had to be prepared for these times for a really long time now.
Marcus Ellis with Cities United says the skills D.C. learned during its federal takeover are tools he hopes help Minneapolis navigate the aftermath of the shooting of Renee Good.
We put together a strategy that was very meaningful as we work to protect the work of community violence intervention, but also something that we could use as somewhat of a toolkit for cities like Minneapolis now that they're facing this unfortunate incident.
The Protect CVI Rapid Response Toolkit was created in response to the federal takeover. It's a guide with timelines on how a community should respond. For example, mapping out neighborhoods that are most at risk of over-policing in the first 2 weeks of boots on the ground. And in the first month, hosting Know Your Rights training so people know what to say if stopped by law enforcement.
Continue to resist, but do so with strategy.
Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem said Sunday the agency is sending hundreds more federal agents to Minneapolis to protect ICE agents following Good's death. Sunday night, people in D.C. continued to raise concerns about the Trump administration's response.
I think people need to take it seriously, that this is a threat to any person, to any person's dignity in this country. Is a threat to all of us.
That's frustrating because we can do so much better.
Creating unsafe situations and then blaming people for it and taking lives.
Reverend Rob Keevan with All Souls Church in D.C. was one of the faith leaders who spoke at Sunday night's vigil and rally. He says there are continued concerns about over-policing and violence against those who speak out. But for him,
we're going to keep speaking out. We're going to keep organizing, and we're going to do our best. But we cannot guarantee to anyone that it is a risk-free environment.
Randy Hildreth, WUSA 9.